So it's Simmnice again, and welcome to another shout challenge. So today I will be tackling Simmnice shout challenge. I think most of you probably don't know who she is. She's a great simmer. You can find her on Instagram. Her name is the same name as my belt. So it's quite easy to find. And this is her 3k Instagram followers shout challenge. And to be honest, this was my third or fourth shout challenge I ever did, and it was hard as hell, even harder than Big Seller and other people's shout challenges I have tackled. And I'm not even kidding, because normally in those shout challenges you can use every pack you own. You cannot just use custom content, and here the challenge was to use base game and one pack, game pack, expansion pack, accessory pack of your choice. So I went with one of my favorite ones, which is City Living, and I think that City Living does get a lot of hate, but at the same time I just freaking love it. I like the aesthetic. There are probably a couple of things that could be changed, but not much. And as it was one of the first, not saying the first, but one of the first, not game packs but expansion packs, I think it's great. I think it's amazing. So where I went with this house is kind of your typical modern house. And if you look at my Vic Sheller challenge they did a few days ago, they look quite similar, I would say, when it comes to the style. I went with the monochromatic look on the outerior. Added loads of greenery around the house. And I kind of like how it turned out, because by doing those little, I would call them flower balconies or something of that sort, I just fixed the shell a bit, meaning that it had some better shapes than it did before. And I again did the thing that I did in Big Sheller challenge, which is the window fences. So I just hate the glass fences that have like those pillars every single tile after tile. So decided to do these ones myself because they looked much better and were more consistent. So the floor plan was hard as well, because we had so many odd shapes, and you will see soon enough that I kind of changed where I was going with this house, color wise, because here you can see me starting with the whites and bright colors, but then as you will see, I kind of changed my thinking process and went to black doors, black windows and that kind of things. And I changed so many things throughout the recording process that I just didn't feel like going through 6 hours of footage and cutting out what wasn't really important, so I put most of it in here. And I usually do something like when I'm recording and I know that something will be quite boring and or kind of the same throughout the whole build, I just stop recording and start recording when I go back to doing something more interesting. So I did it here as well, but as you can see, there are a couple of things that were boring throughout the build and I didn't cut them out. Sorry, but I really spent like 8 hours on the build and had around 5 or 6 hours of recording. So I just didn't feel like going through all that. And I checked later on, and I actually did use only the city living and base game, which was sick. Literally, I felt like missing so many of my favorite things that I use on daily basis. And another thing is that, oh yeah, here you can see me changing the color scheme. And then the thing was that, as you can see, get famous doors. But then I was like, oh well, I didn't have my favorite Menshi tiles, which are those ones from City Living. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to change the pack I've chosen because of some doors or that kind of stuff, because there aren't my favorite tiles there. So I just decided to go with the tiles, go with my heart. And I thought about going with the expansion pack because obviously we get the most out of them, and that was my logical thinking. I did tons of landscaping. That really got me. I cut out most of it because, you know, my typical, let's put a rock here and there and there and there and there and there. And I did way more landscaping than I usually do because I just felt like the lot was missing. And another thing that I was missing so much from other packs like Get Together were the plain skinny columns. Because when choosing the pack I was going to go with, I was thinking firstly Get Together, secondly City Living, and then Get Famous. But then for like, Get Together has got some amazing build stuff, but when it comes to buy mode, there weren't many modern styled pieces which I was kind of keen on using. So I think that was the thing that made me change my mind. And you can see me filtering everything as I go through. And the thing that got me was the lack of, you know, there are those spade chandeliers. I think there are spade, those super long crystal ones that I always love using in my builds when I do like a 2-level room, and I found myself not having them, so I had to size up a random chandelier and then putting it up there. And there is one thing that I didn't include in the video that I changed after, or I think I did include it in the last clip where I was showing you around the house, which is a skylight on the top of the roof. Thought it would be like a nice accent piece. there, and I have no idea why when you put windows in the wall sometimes they don't work as they should and the wall just fills them up. That I do not understand in a bit. So what else? Again, I used some warm, is it warm? Let's call it a bright toned wood. Some white paneling or sliding art, some of us would call it, and mantry with some rocks. I'm just like thinking of anything that I should add. Let me think. So we basically have 3 bedroom and actually I think 4 bathroom. Yeah, 4 bathrooms. 2 half bathrooms and 2 normal bathrooms. Oh, and I did put a pantry in. Because in the UK we rarely have enough space for a pantry in the house. I had zero idea about how a pantry would look. So I did what I could, because the rules were like that, you know, you cannot change the height of the walls, you cannot, let me check, delete or add exterior walls, add a 3rd floor or a basement, place on lots larger than 40 by 30 and use CC or mods. You could add foundation, use debug items, and yeah, I did use them. I filled my pantry with them. And it was kind of fun. But at first I just couldn't find my way around the debug. But it went quite well later on. And yeah, you could add patios, decks and balconies, add foundation and do whatever you wanted with the interior. So I just went with the red kitchen. I know, I just love red as a colour. So yeah. So upstairs we have 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom and 3 balconies, terraces, whatever you like to call them. And you can probably see that one of the bedrooms is literally teeny tiny again, but I kind of ran out of space and thought that we do need a bathroom on the 2nd floor. Yeah, 2nd floor. I was just thinking that Americans call 1st floor the ground floor, and we do call it a 1st floor. But I was talking about 2nd floor. Well, yeah. What else? Oh, the living room. The living room was a pain in the ass, and I did end up changing it. So it did not look like that in the end. And I do think I will change it in a bit. Yeah. Oh, that was the moment when I just decided to change it a bit. And because there were many kind of like this taking out 1 by 1 bits, I did something that I've never done before, which is a indoor kind of gardening thing. You will see me do it right now. Yeah, adding grass and then putting some random plants in, because I just had no idea what to do with those. What else? Actually, I have nothing to complain about tonight. I'm saying tonight, but it's like past midnight. So yeah, I'm just sitting editing this video and a couple of other ones, doing voiceovers. My voice is dead, so excuse that. So I think you have no use of me. And you will do great on your own watching the rest of the video. And I recommend staying till the end because I kind of like how it turned out. And I'm kind of proud because it wasn't easy. And the exterior looks freaking cool. And little sneak peeky thingy, I did add fountains. So if you're curious what I did with them, just please stay till the end. And I think that's all for now. So hope you will enjoy. Remember to like and subscribe if you like my content. If you want to share something with me, write it down in the comments. And that's basically it. So bye for now, and hope you will have an amazing day. it's me. So I decided to jump in the end and kind of walk you around so you can see the skylight. I know that this lamp is hanging right there with nothing to be suspended from, but you have to live with that. I did put a ton of little lights, but I think it was kind of worth it, even though I usually do not do such things. And all those blank walls, if I had all my packs, would be full of greenery, but it was just base game and what are those? Yes, I didn't even. Yeah, so the kitchen, kind of a typical modern kitchen, and I still am trying to do some decent showing around the house, but I have no way of doing so without putting a family there, which I usually do not have time to do. Oh, you can see the pantry. I was kind of proud of the pantry, but now I'm looking at it and yeah. And I did put some clutter on the table. I put a console controller and a TV remote. So I tried to put as much clutter as I possibly could. I usually do not put so much clutter on, because I'm not the biggest fan of clutter. I like how it looks, but to get it all done, put in place when things just snap into place in different places, it has just pain in the ass. Oh, I did put tons of postcards. I thought it was like kind of like a personal touch. What else? Yeah, this is the teeny tiny itsy bitsy room I was talking about. Yeah, there always is a abandoned child in the family. I was just kind of trying to change the camera view, and yeah, here we can see the house from the top. It's super green. So again, really huge thanks for watching if you stayed so long, and bye for now. See you later, alligator.